All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a quick sort of unboxing slash quick review for the Marvel Legends X-Men Animated Series Cyclops. Alright dudes, so I just got this one in the mail a couple days ago from the Hasbro Pulse store. I think that's pretty much the only place where you can get these, maybe eBay sellers, AliExpress aside from that, but typically, you know, Hasbro Pulse store is what has it. I don't even think Big Bad Toy Store is carrying it, and most local comic shops probably don't have it either. So this is for the X-Men Animated Series line. This is the latest release. Again, similar with the others. No plastic packaging, so just the cardboard, just the card. And when you open the figure up, you just get like this package that it's wrapped in. And the cardboard, similar to the others, so nothing fancy there, that's for sure. But even though it is plasticless, the boxes are really cool. So you can see here at the front, we've got the Marvel Cyclops, and you get to see him from his X-Men Animated Series. You can do kind of a side panel there where they're kind of looking in a direction, and with the other boxes here, something like, you know, this, so you could have like Sinister and the bad guys, maybe Mystique, I think is being released next, right? Kind of looking one way, and then you could have the other X-Men looking sort of the other way. And they're really cool. I love the color on them. They each kind of have their own color. This one being blue. You know, some of the others, like here's Sinister, he's purple box. And Jean's got green. Jubilee pink, you know, that kind of thing. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to collect these figures all the way through. I have basically all these characters in other versions, other Marvel Legends versions of them. But I am a huge fan of X-Men the Animated Series. I went ahead and grabbed the original Blu-ray. I think it's a Blu-ray. This is what this is. Maybe it's a DVD. Blu-ray, DVD. Okay, this one's DVD. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they haven't released it in Blu-ray. But it's got the sweet cover. And just love the X-Men Animated Series. Awesome. Now, the first thing I noticed right away, if you look at Cyclops' hair color above his blast right here on the cover, it's kind of like a brown, but on the box, you can see they've kind of done it in like almost it's a brown, but it's almost got like an orange or a red shade to it, which I don't know if I would say that's necessarily accurate to have. I did think that, you know, I thought in the cartoon maybe it was a little bit lighter, but I thought that it was supposed to be brown. Don't know, but anyway, open the guy up, and like I said, packaging is not much to be, doesn't leave, you know, a whole lot to be desired there. But here we have the Cyclops out of packaging, and I do think he looks pretty freaking sweet. I have other versions of Cyclops as well. Here is the 3-pack one, and you can see the brown on his hair right here, kind of the way that looks similar to the brown on the jacket. And look at this one here where it's got kind of that, it's very light brown, that's for sure. It's almost a, like a, you know, dirty blonde, but it almost looks like it has a little bit of orange in it. But I do like the way it kind of has that hair sort of effect on the animated series version versus the older version where it's just kind of flat. It's kind of got the hair kind of coming up and forward more. And the head sculpt does look really cool on the animated series version versus the other one. I think it is improved. I like the way it kind of comes up and everything like that. So the big difference between the two, and also this version is still an awesome figure. Really, really cool figure. I think for me anyway, you know, it's going to be between these two for the best Cyclops figure Marvel Legends has ever done. I don't know, maybe I still kind of like this one best because it's got the brown hair and that just is more Cyclops-like to me, but I need to watch the animated series again and check for the hair color. Maybe it makes more sense like this for this version. I'm not sure. But the articulation is different. You can see that in the new version he's got the butterfly joints at the shoulders, whereas the jacket version Did not have that. Let me just double check underneath. Yeah, no, there was no butterfly joints in this version. It's just, the shoulder joints. So the new version does look really cool with those. Added sort of, articulation there for you to get more pose and stuff. Pinless joints on the arms and that. I guess the jacket version does also have pinless as well too. And now they're doing pinless for the legs as well, which is really good. And I do like, there are some things about this version I like better. The yellow on this, on the animated series version, I think is better than the other one, than the, it's just like a brighter, lighter yellow. It doesn't have quite that orange tint to it. So it's just like a really solid type of yellow, and really nice. The articulation is also well designed so that you can go forward, and it doesn't kind of bunch up here with the the bracer connector piece here for the chest, which is really cool. And all around, yeah, really really cool, really nice, really sweet version of Cyclops. Yeah. Here we have him with the blaster type of hand, where he's pressing for the blast to go through optic blast. Optic blast, optic blast, optic blast. I used to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Once in a while I still play it, actually. I have it on my arcade. And I just like spam optic blast over and over again. Optic blast, optic blast, optic blast. And this one does work really well as a Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Also to add for the hair, I just compared picture for the animated series, and it looks like they're right. His hair is actually quite lighter in the animated series. So they did nail that, and it's a false memory for me that his hair was darker like this in the animated series. It wasn't. It actually is lighter, just like this one. So that looks pretty cool, and I guess he comes with this hand that he can kind of brace you or something like that as he's getting ready to blast. He also does have another hand, which is kind of like a secondary blaster hand, but it's just kind of open. So instead of him kind of going like this and going like that, I guess he could kind of like, go forward with his hand or something as he's blasting, or giving the X-Men commands or something like something along those lines. So aside from that, I think all the other articulation is the same as usual for Marvel Legends. You guys know what you're getting. The cell shading I actually really like. It's very minor on this one. It's not that intense or anything. They don't add that much. Some people don't like the cell shading. I think on this figure you probably will, though, because it's very subtle. Like, it's not that much. I like it, actually. I think it looks really cool. I enjoy it. I like it on the some of the NECA turtle releases and that, where they have kind of cell shading and stuff. So I'm used to it. I like the cell shading. I think it's really fun, and it just kind of adds the figure for me. But I know there are some people that have kind of painted. There you go, for example, right there. Some people have kind of painted to remove the cell shading. So I don't know. I guess it depends on what you think. But if you don't want cell shading, you can just buy the other Marvel Legends figures. On eBay and stuff, they're even cheap without the Build-A-Figure parts. They're pretty cheap. So is it the best Cyclops figure yet? I don't know. That's tough. Kinda in some ways it is, because the articulation, everything, the colors are really good. But for some reason, I kind of prefer this jacket. Maybe I can see if I can do some swaps and kind of combine the two or something. I got a couple of these, actually. I got one in package I could take the jacket from. So yeah, but it is an awesome figure, awesome release. I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. This is one of my favorite releases. The Wolverine is my favorite release for the animated series, but Cyclops is a narrow second for me. Anyway, that's it. Let's put him here with Jean. That makes sense, right? Yeah, sweet. Okay. All right, that's it for this video, guys. See you again soon for another. As always, this is Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.